And we're now live. Angelika, can you hear me?
I can hear you, yeah.
Good. Okay. Right, welcome. This is take two, and we're going to go with it. And you're going to see myself and Angelika on screen now. Hello, Angelika.
Hello, Stephen.
Right. Okay, it helps when you can hear each other. So welcome to the show. And today's show is Ask Angelika, Practical German for Petrol Stations and Repair Shops, Season 5, Episode 34. Angelika, would you like to tell us more about today's episode?
Yes. First, about the title, I said petrol stations and repair shops. I originally wrote petrol stations and garages, but then I thought garage could be several other things as well. And we're not talking about the garage that you may have at home, or you may not have. We're talking the ones where they repair cars. And this sort of concludes the travel episodes. If you're traveling to Germany by plane, by train, by bus, by bike, and by car. And so you may need a petrol station and you may need a garage. A petrol station you most likely will need. You may not need to ask any questions. And the garage, hopefully you don't, but just in case you do need to find a garage, there's a couple of questions at least to get you started.
Brilliant. Okay, so welcome to this broadcast. And what we're going to do now is take the card off screen. Now, the way that this works is Angelika has put together 9 sentences in German, which I'm going to read. You can read along with me. Once I've read the sentence, Angelika will correct my pronunciation, and then together we will translate it. And if you miss anything, the sentences will be repeated at the end of the broadcast in perfect German, because it won't be me, it'll be Angelika. Right, okay, so let's hide that card and take that off screen and then just go for phrase 1. Gibt es hier in der Nähe eine Tankstelle? Eine Tankstelle.
Ja, well done. Gibt es hier in der Nähe eine Tankstelle?
Gibt es hier. Right, is there? In der Nähe, in the neighborhood?
Or, yeah, nearby, yeah.
All right, eine Tankstelle. Now, Tankstelle is a new word to me.
Okay.
So I'm going to say tank is petrol tank.
Yeah.
And Stelle is to fill.
Well, Stelle is a place. And tank could also be short from the verb tanken. And tanken is to fill up with fuel.
Ah, right. Okay.
So it's a place where you fill up with fuel.
Which is? Magically revealed below. Is there a petrol station nearby in the neighborhood?
Now, that's a question you may need to ask if you're looking at your petrol gauge. You think, oh dear, I need to get some petrol ASAP. But I don't know where the nearest one is.
Okay, so we're going to phrase 2. Again, I will read the German. And wo kann ich den Reifendruck überprüfen?
Yeah, well done. Wo kann ich den Reifendruck überprüfen?
My pronunciation's improved over the years I've been doing this. Right, so where can I Reifendruck? No.
Reifen is, right, yep. Reifen is a tire. And what might you do to your tire at a petrol station?
Well, if you're driving across Europe, your tire pressure is going to go down. So I'm going to suggest that it's where can I check my tire pressure?
Exactly.
Brilliant. Okay. I was caught with my glasses down. I'm actually able to read everything. Good. Right, phrase 3. Haben Sie eine Waschanlage?
Waschanlage. Yeah. Haben Sie eine Waschanlage?
Right, so I got the separable bit wrong there. It's Wasch and then Anlage.
And then Anlage,
yeah. Okay, do you have, haben Sie, a wash Anlage.
That's sort of the equipment. Where
Okay,
you do
car wash.
a car wash, exactly.
Right. Okay.
So
The hints
Anlage
are
is useful for lots of other words. I can't think of one at the moment, but so it's you find that at the end of a word, and then it is the equipment for whatever the first part says.
yeah.
So
The
in this
hints are
case,
helping.
yeah, where you wash your car.
Okay. Phrase 4. And I don't practice the phrases before, and that's
I can vouch for this because you don't get them until about half an hour before the show starts.
right. Verkaufen Sie Ersatzteile für Autos.
Verkaufen Sie Ersatzteile für Autos. Yeah.
Do you buy?
Not buy.
Buy. Do you
Verkaufen.
sell?
Yeah.
Do you sell for cars? And I'm going to say Ersatzteile parts or spare parts.
Spare parts. Yeah.
Okay.
Because a lot of people, I'm not one of them, but a lot of people actually can repair things themselves on their car. And if you are one of those and you realize you need something or other, I've left it very broadly because you can change Ersatzteile with whatever word you may need. And then you might be able to get it at the petrol station.
Yeah. Okay, so do you sell spare parts for cars?
Yeah.
Okay, now we're going to get more specific. Gibt es hier in der Nähe eine VW-Werkstatt?
Yeah, I've added VW-Werkstatt. You were absolutely right there. Gibt es hier in der Nähe eine VW-Werkstatt? You need to replace the VW with what might people need to replace it with?
Ford or Opel or Subaru or not
Exactly.
Trabant though. Right. Okay, is there in the neighborhood a VW repair shop?
Repair shop or garage. I've now said garage. Yeah. So is there a garage, VW garage nearby? Is there a Ford garage, a Peugeot, whichever car you have? So don't ask for VW if you haven't got one.
Yeah, I mean, if you can go direct to the brand garage, then it saves a lot of problems, doesn't it?
Yeah. I mean, if you remember when we had the problem with a car and we went to a sort of a general garage and they may have been able to repair it, but in this case they weren't able to, so they had to tell us where to go.
Yeah.
And that was a horrendous drive, if you remember.
Oh yes. So you
until we got there.
Right. So translation is there a VW garage nearby? VW.
VW. If it had been a BMW, if you've got a BMW, what do you need to ask then? Just checking all the initials.
BMW.
Yeah.
Got a trick question. See? Right.
You didn't fall for it though. Well done.
Thank you. Phrase 6. Können Sie bitte das Öl überprüfen?
Almost. Könnten Sie bitte das Öl überprüfen?
That's an L.
Öl. Yeah. It's an O umlaut and then an L.
Okay. Well, obviously, I can then say that. Can you überprüfen? Check. Can you check the oil, please?
Yeah.
Or can you please?
Can you please check the oil?
Could you please check the oil? Okay. Phrase 7. Mein Auto macht ein seltsames Geräusch. It sounds nasty.
Yes, this is the sort of the sentence I probably would use because I don't know anything about cars. Mein Auto macht ein seltsames Geräusch.
Right. Okay. I'm going to translate this as my car is making a weird noise.
A weird noise, yeah, a weird noise, a strange noise.
Yeah. Sorry. Weird is the word of the day at the moment, politically.
Right.
My car is making a strange noise. Phrase 8.
That's the follow-up to that last sentence.
Können Sie sich ansehen?
Können Sie
Können Sie es sich ansehen?
sich ansehen?
Right. Could you check it out for me? Take a look.
Yeah, take a look at it. Yeah, can you take a look at it?
So could you take a look at it? And the final phrase for today is Könnten Sie die Bremsen überprüfen?
Yeah, könnten Sie die Bremsen überprüfen?
Right. Could you check Bremsen? I don't know Bremsen, so
Brakes.
brakes. Well, that's important, isn't it?
Yeah. Could you check the brakes? And if you said that's the final one, I actually did have one more. If you've missed
sorry,
it,
yeah, sorry, my fault. I misremembered.
You've got it. Okay.
Okay, apologies. So could you check the brakes? And then finally, phrase 10. Ich habe eine Reifenpanne, eine platten Reifen.
Yeah, so the proper sentence would be ich habe eine Reifenpanne, but often in spoken German, people just say ich habe einen platten Reifen. If you have einen platten Reifen, it may be easier to translate because you translate that literally. So ich habe einen platten Reifen. We already had Reifen earlier on.
Okay, tire.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, and you were checking the air pressure on tires. Now we're actually saying I've got a flat tire.
I have a flat tire, yeah. But sometimes people say Reifenpanne as well, which is just I've had an accident with a tire, basically. So you can use either of those.
Okay. Now Angelika is we're going to go back to the beginning. Angelika is going to read the sentences perfectly, and I shall try and do the English perfectly as well, but we can see what happens. Right. Okay. So we're going to go rewind to the beginning and come back to phrase 1.
Gibt es hier in der Nähe eine Tankstelle?
Is there a petrol station nearby?
Wo kann ich den Reifendruck überprüfen?
Where can I check the tire pressure? Phrase 3.
Haben Sie eine Waschanlage?
It's a bit slow. Do you have a car wash? Next one. Try and get it. I'll try and speed it up. Okay.
Verkaufen Sie Ersatzteile für Autos?
That's getting better. Do you sell spare parts for cars?
Gibt es hier in der Nähe eine VW-Werkstatt or eine Ford-Werkstatt? Whichever car you have.
Okay. Is there a VW garage nearby? In Germany, of course, there would be. I mean, that's not a problem in Germany. Is it?
Do you know, I have no idea. But I'm pretty sure there isn't. Könnten Sie bitte das Öl überprüfen?
Could you please check the oil? Press 7.
That's my sentence. Mein Auto macht ein seltsames Geräusch.
My car is making a strange noise. Cars often do, don't they? Or they make noises you don't expect.
Können Sie es sich ansehen?
And as Angelika said earlier, this is the second part of the my car is making a strange noise. Can you take a look at it? Phrase 9.
Könnten Sie die Bremsen überprüfen?
And translation is, could you check the brakes? Phrase 10, because we do have a phrase 10.
Ich habe eine Reifenpanne. Or we might say, ich habe einen platten Reifen. Hopefully it's only one. If it's more than one, it would be, ich habe zwei platte Reifen. Don't want that, do we?
We don't want that ever, because having one flat tire is one flat tire too many. Having two, no. Right. Now, would you, I'm going to bring this on screen and rearrange things slightly. But Angelika, could you tell us more about the image over there? Over there. Okay.
It's a reminder about my vocab book, because most vocab books just have two lists. They look like that page there. So you've got your German words on one side and your English translation on the other. But I've actually got vocab books for their topic based, and you can fit in 25 topics in here, and you have space, just general space unlined. You can either do a doodle or a mind map or whatever you like doing. Then you've got your vocab list, but then you also have 2 pages where you can make sentences. And so if you're learning vocab, you can then turn, because by turning your words into sentences, that's the best way to actually learn how to use them. So if you wanted to use today's Ask Angelika sentences, you may want to write down important bits of vocab. I don't know, maybe Tankstelle, so die Tankstelle, the petrol station, der Reifendruck, the tire pressure, Ersatzteile, spare parts, you know, things like this. And then either make your own sentences or even use the ones we've already got here and maybe add some more. Maybe you know the sort of questions you might need to ask about a car. So write them down, work out what the translation is, and then you've got it already as a topic. And you've got at the front, you've got like an index, which you do your own index where you write each topic in there. So when your book is full and you think, I know I've talked about this, I've written vocab down, but I can't remember where it is. Well, you can just check at the front page. Ah, yeah, there it is. It was topic 15. And then it's easy to find again. So just a reminder again.
Well, I want my camera. We're both on screen now. I find that if you write things down, you're more likely to remember them. Yeah.
Yeah, it is. And especially with vocab, if you're just learning, for example, die Tankstelle, the petrol station, but it's always even if you either copy a sentence or you make your own sentence. Yeah. So you might want to say, ich suche eine Tankstelle. I'm looking for a petrol station. So, but just turning those words into sentences, they stick better than if you're just having lists and lists and lists of vocabulary, which you probably never look at again afterwards anyway.
You can learn some things by rote, can't you? You can learn common words by rote, but other words you need to get used to.
Yeah.
Yeah. Right. This has been wirklich, yeah. This has been Practical German for Petrol Stations and Repair Shops. Ask Angelika, Season 5, Episode 34. Angelika, we've been doing this for 18 months. This series. What's happening next?
Well, I think it's time to start a new season, so season 6. And actually, we're not starting that until October. We're taking a little break. And then in October, I've written down the date already, on the 4th of October. So that's the first Friday in October. We're going to start a new season, which is sort of similar, really. But it's German sentences for, and we're looking at the different hobbies. So German sentences for chess players, for tennis players, for
football.
football players, for whatever players, or just because you're a lover of this particular topic. So it could be something like, it could be for chess lovers or something like this. I don't know.
How about cricket? Got you.
No, that's fine. That's fine. I tell you what, I can find the sentences, but will lead you to check them over beforehand, because I do need to make sure that they're actually okay, especially because they don't really play cricket in Germany, do they?
No, it's true.
No. But if you have a hobby, and I always say to people when they've been learning German and they actually don't really want to carry on with lessons, which is understandable. There comes a time when you think like, well, actually I've had enough now, but they don't want to lose. Yeah, you've had years of learning German, and if you then stop, that would be a big shame. So you want to keep it going. One really good way of keeping it going is with your hobby. Yeah, because that's something you're already interested. So we're just giving a little idea, a starter with some new sentences. I've got sort of ideas of which hobbies I'm thinking of, but I haven't decided yet which one will be the first. So we'll find out together in October.
We will. And we're looking forward to September, because where are we going in September, Angelika?
Where should a German person living in England go in September? Well, I don't know about September, but as the summer wasn't that good, I'm hoping we'll have a really good late summer. So we're going to Germany.
Yeah, we're off to Germany, and I can practice my German, and Angelika can speak German to all her friends and relatives. So we're going to wish you a happy September, and we'll see you October 4th. I'm going to get in first here. Es ist Tschüss von mir.
Und Tschüss von mir.
Okay, we're